Thank you, Scott. You may be seated. Memorial Day, a time to remember and honor the sons and daughters of our nation that gave us their last full measure of devotion. These warriors took an honorable oath to defend our nation. They chose to serve a cause greater than self. They believed in the values of America. Freedom is worth fighting for, a common belief and principle among them. The men and women of our military have proven their courage, loyalty, and honor to America 1,000 times over. Do we fully understand and appreciate the values they defend and die for? This Memorial Day, I recall a story of valor I read about Corporal Jason Dunham. Corporal Jason Dunham was on patrol in Iraq with a squad of Marines. They confronted several terrorists. A confrontation ensued, one could say hand to hand. During that altercation, as they were grappling with the terrorist, one terrorist unleashed a hand grenade. Corporal Jason Dunham, with total disregard for his life, pulled off his Kevlar helmet, placed the Kevlar and his body on the grenade to shield his squad members. Corporal Jason Dunham somehow miraculously survived, however, on life support. At the immediate medical tent, a Marine stood by his side all the time, doing all they could there. Later, he was flown to Germany. Then he was flown to Walter Army Medical Center in Washington, D.C., where his family, his mother and father, were united with him. He continued to be on life support for several days. Finally, the doctors came to an ultimate decision. They presented that decision to his mother and father. They had to make the decision to end their son's life. Corporal Dunham was posthumously awarded the Medal of Honor for his valor, selflessness, and heroism. Or we have Sergeant Christopher Jacobs, whose last words to his family: "Sleep tight, sweet dreams. I love you guys. Never forget the cost of freedom." Sergeant Jacobs perished a few days later in a firefight. As Americans, are we living up to the values of patriotism? Most importantly, are our leaders, institutions, the media, and beyond, are they adhering to the values of patriotism? Scandals, lies, corruption, misleading seem to plague every level of our government. Is honor and integrity not paramount, or is it just the agenda that matters? When leaders do not comply with honorable values, when we as Americans do not comply, I would consider that disrespectful to every flag-draped casket that is returned home to America and to their families. Those who gave their lives in service to America deserve better. A recent Gallup poll concluded a sharp decline in patriotism. I realized this years ago, having been doing Memorial Day, Veterans Day, and many other events such as this, only to view out in attendance a fraction of our community. However, the folks I met at these ceremonies knew it was more important to give an hour of honor to our warriors rather than go shopping at Walmart. I applaud the parents that attend these ceremonies, fostering patriotism in their children. For too long, far too many Americans have not given Memorial Day an honorable moment. We take the kids shopping to flea markets, barbecues, buy a mattress, whatever. At the very least, we can post the American flag and explain to our youngsters the significance of Memorial Day. So where does the fault lie for this decline of patriotism? Just as love heals the differences within our families, so too can patriotism heal the differences among us. This Memorial Day weekend, I, the VFW, ask all to reflect and honor the men and women that have made the supreme sacrifice for our liberties. As a World War II veteran stated, dying for freedom isn't the worst that could happen. Being forgotten is. They gave a lifetime. We owe them and their families an hour of honor. Let your patriotism shine through your heart and throughout. Silent patriotism is just that, silent. Thank you all for honoring this day.